On the 10th of October, several days or nights ago now, the Northern Hemisphere paid witness to one of the most fantastic auroral displays that we've had. I would normally say for many, many years, but it just turns out to be a few months, because we had an equally similarly good display a few months earlier on the 10th of May. The 10th features again in the year. On the 10th of August, there was another good auroral display. They're not seen very well from here, but we had a better display on the 11th of August. And now again, one so soon, which eventually rivaled that of May 2024. It was an absolutely astonishing night, and I went out to Ekrin to record the developing events, came home, then went back out to Ekrin again straight away, and then ultimately came home and was watching the most fantastic display of the Northern Lights from the comfort of my back garden. The rest of this video is going to be made up of many photographs that I took during the course of the evening. There's going to be no fancy music, there's going to be no fancy videos of the event. It's all still images, but you will hear my dulcet tones over those still images describing the event at the time, hopefully catching the excitement of what is the most fantastic natural phenomena and event you could witness. It's the 10th of October. Never did I dream of seeing Aurora as spectacular as that of May 2024. And then I didn't think I would see another one later the same year. And now here's a third, which at the moment could become as good as that of May, and that was astounding. Currently, there's an increasingly brightening and red arc stretching from the handle of Ursa Major, or the tail of the Great Bear, in an arc, rainbow-like, through into the northeastern sky. It goes down through Perseus. Below that is a fantastic brightening arc of green. This is going to be a very different display, I think, to that of May. The red alert came while it was still light, and I came straight out to Ekrin. No street lights here, no noise from the local town, and here I am under another fantastic display of the Northern Lights. I would describe this aurora as red over green. There is a half moon low in the southern sky, but the aurora continues to brighten. It's up to about 50 degrees elevation in the sky, and the brightest star of Aurora, which is Capella, is more or less sandwiched between an arc of red and a beautiful arc of green. It appears to be clear under that arc of green. The red may be fading a little bit now. It's just after 7:30, 1940 at the moment, but it's a fabulous display. I have put the word out on Facebook that this aurora is on. Gives people the chance to see it. There is a tendency though for people to be disappointed because they can't make it out amongst the lights of towns and cities, and then it's probably not as bright as people see on photographs on social media and on the internet, but it is incredibly noticeable, and it is still a most astounding natural phenomena. It's probably extending more now into the western sky. It doesn't reach Arcturus in Bootes, but it's coming up through Ursa Major, and it's getting higher in the sky. Actually, it's as high as Ursa Minor and the Pole Star, and the most fabulous green arc underneath it. A large display was forecasted at the weekend. It never materialised, unfortunately. This one has. What an astounding phenomena. If you've never seen the Northern Lights or the Aurora, you really ought to see it. And increasingly we're getting, it seems, more chances now to see it from the UK. The sun is at its solar cycle maximum, more sunspots at the moment, and so we're getting more aurora, but I've never seen or known of this amount of aurora in years gone by. Up until earlier this year, till the May of this year, the only really good display I'd seen was in 1984. Missed the other ones, but they were never as frequent as this. And it is changing. There's no sort of defined areas. I've had no columns either in the red that's noticeable. Probably show up on the photos, but at the moment it looks like a hazy sort of arc of red, and underneath that is a hazy arc of green. What a sight! And say it extends right into the northeastern sky, from the western sky right across into the northeastern sky. It would be great to see some columns developing. May well do yet. The green appears to be brightening a bit. It'd be nice just to see some definite movement of those columns. That was what was prevalent in 1984. We did see a curtain effect where the columns suddenly swished across the sky, almost like somebody drawing a pair of curtains. It was the most stunning thing. But the Aurora of May of this year didn't produce that. It produced the most stunning display I think I'll ever see. But it lacked that fast movement. Tonight's is changing subtly. What a thing. It's about 5 minutes after I stopped recording. There seems to be that continuing change. The red arc seems to have divided into two. It's strong over into the western sky from, if you take a line down to the horizon from the pole star, there's almost two sort of areas of red aurora, and it's the same in the to the right of a line down from Polaris. I've just had a look at some of the photographs taken by the GoPro, and it appears, it's beautiful, absolutely stunningly beautiful, but it appears quite formless. There may well be a little bit of definition more in the west, but it is extremely obvious. but changing, definitely changing. If you've never seen the Aurora before, it's something you need to see. Obviously it depends where in the world you are, and I'm incredibly lucky tonight that we've had a run of 2 or 3 completely overcast and rainy nights. It cleared this morning, a bit of cloud developed, but then the sky started to clear this evening, and now fabulously clear skies, and that red in the west under Ursa Major is now intensifying. The lower part of the northwestern and northeastern sky is now green. It's definitely almost breaking up, you could say, but it's still stunning. It's hard to say how it appears to the unaided eye. It doesn't look really like clouds. You could say yes, it's like a very high cloud almost. It's just magical. Absolutely magical. Well, this is almost a part 2, but the part 2 is better than part 1 because I'd got home virtually. I was just driving into Market Warsop, looked up, and the sky was going balmy, and I've got back out here at Eakin, and it is going absolutely incredible. In the northeastern part of the sky, bright green aurora, a huge patch of red aurora. There are shafts of light starting to appear. It's really intensifying in the northeastern sky. Absolutely stunning. This is starting to become very similar to the display of May. I thought it had completely died down. Now there are huge shafts of light here that I'm trying to photograph now. It really is fantastically two-toned here. The aurora is straight across from horizon to horizon and over the zenith, but it's that in the eastern sky which is the best. Oh, good grief, I've just looked at a shot as a car starts to come. And wonders what the hell I'm doing, no doubt. Go for wide angle because it's going absolutely crazy. Another car goes past. I've just come back and I've just got at the side of the road. The green has lessened, but there is considerable form to it now. This is becoming absolutely incredible. Over Capella in Auriga, it's fabulously red, and then becomes green below that. stunning, absolutely stunning. There's no redness in the western sky. The redness goes as it becomes even brighter now in Aurora. A fabulous ray. So reminiscent now of May and that marvellous display that we had. Wow, that is bright. Two really bright patches of red aurora against a background of pale green aurora. Jupiter is rising low down in the eastern sky. Very bright over Capella in Aurora, but beautifully coloured. A real rose red, and shafts of light going down at an angle just off the vertical. I didn't think it would get like this again. In fact, this is miles better than earlier. Absolutely stunning. Now, it's got to the stage where if you were to walk outside your house, you would know straight away, you would think part of the sky is on fire, and that's exactly what it looks like. When I was filming or photographing earlier, I didn't have the camera on wide angle. I should have done because it'll show it better, but it is absolutely beautiful now, brilliantly red. And an almost whitish column just to the left of Capella in Aurora. It really does look like a searchlight. Fantastic. It is the most incredible thing you could see. If you have an interest in astronomy. So much form to it now. That column of light that I just mentioned of almost whitish aurora has faded now. It's gone back to being beautifully red. There's a hint possibly that the redness is starting to creep into the northern sky or the western sky. It's quite patchy now, but Polaris is now in red, but it's the intensity of the red in Capella in Aurora. Absolutely stunning. Superb. And the column of Aurora, or the patchiness of the Aurora, goes right down over Loudwood as I take another photo. Beautifully red. The green, which was ahead of this redness, has now gone behind this auroral curtain of red shafts of light, green below it, not down to the horizon, clear low down. Just stunning, and I think I need to walk back up to where the trees are at Red Hill. I'm now home and it's gone midnight and the sky has gone mad. Incredibly red shafts of auroral light overhead, either side. It's green, shafts of green light heading down, right down to the horizon. this is now equaling the great display of May. But to see this from home, it looks like the town where I live is on fire. Massive shafts of light. It's unbelievable. Absolutely unbelievable. Seen with the few street lights we have, it looks surreal. The sky is illuminated in such a way. It's astounding. Absolutely astounding. And above me now, shafts of brilliant red aurora. Quite incredible. Absolutely incredible. The sky is on fire. Fantastic changing shafts of light, not noticeably changing fast, but you look away and then look back, and the shafts of aurora have changed. They've become brighter, they've darkened in some parts. What a sight! I didn't plan or expect to still be watching this as we approach midnight. Warsop is still, but the sky isn't. Redness has faded a little bit. Jupiter is still shining brightly, but through beautifully red aurora. It's absolutely mesmerizing. These are the things that I like to see, I like to witness, because I know very few people are witnessing it. No one in this immediate vicinity is out and looking at it. It really is a wonder of nature. And now there's a good area of green aurora just south of one large red area of sky. It looks like this main sort of belt of aurora is heading south. There's a bit of a clearance to the low north. Another chance that people in the UK have had to see this fabulous spectacle. Absolutely wonderful. And I'm going to leave you with a few more images of this feast of aurora.